Definitely been a wild couple of days for Shib in terms of price, and not an insane amount has changed at a fundamental level, but we do have speculators returning to Shiba Inu, which is actually very important in moving price to the upside and starting to see some of those breakouts we've been holding for. So I do want to talk about that as well as just a few other things that people need to be aware of here as well. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Now, we finished yesterday with another green day, which is a great sign. 0.85%, first green candle. We've really closed in an extended way above our 20-day moving average. But I will say, unfortunately, we got some overseas selling. We got some red to start the day, which is never a fun thing. I watch just green all the time. I'm sure you guys do too, but that's unfortunately not the way that it works. Now, what I will say is we did get some selling and some liquidations take place. Baby just woke up on some news of a long-term Bitcoin whale moving $1.1 billion worth of BTC. That obviously caused a little bit of stir, caused some liquidations to take place. And we do have some uncertainty today entering the market just because later today, Donald Trump will in fact be signing the big, beautiful bill. This is taking place around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so definitely something to pay attention to there. But as far as SHIB goes, we're still just kind of putzing around, making our way slowly but surely up and to the right. If you guys haven't noticed, we're actually setting slightly higher highs on each one of these pumps and slightly higher lows on each one of these pumps as well. So we're in a little bit of an ascending channel right now, which is great. But again, we're still just trying to confirm this big right shoulder for Shiba Inu. Now, something I did want to point to here is we didn't really make a whole lot of changes in terms of whales. We did have a whale accumulation day yet again yesterday. This has been very consistently positive, which is a great sign. But what I really wanted to point to was actually what has changed from a speculator standpoint for SHIB. If you guys remember, we talked about this, I can't remember, I think it was about a few days ago. And what we were discussing was that 79% of holders have held for 1 year or longer, 20% of holders have held between 1 to 12 months, and we are now at this point where 2% of holders have actually held for less than 1 month. Now, obviously, the math ain't math, and this comes out to 101%, so I'm sure there's some rounding taking place here. But what we're actually seeing is a little bit of introduction of new short-term holders in terms of Shiba Inu. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they're short-term, like they're going to dump right away or anything like that. But what this does show us is that we are actually seeing new speculators enter Shiba Inu, which is essential for moving price to the upside. That's exactly what happens before you start to go on some of these extended breakouts. Now, am I saying that this is going to happen today? No, I'm not saying that at all. Again, it's a long 3-day holiday weekend. Those usually don't bode great for the markets. They usually tend to be lower volume. There's not a lot of volatility that happens. Maybe that's not the case this time just because of obviously the signing later today. But if you guys take a look over the last 24 hours, we're already down to $104 billion. Wouldn't surprise me if, for most of this weekend, specifically tomorrow and Sunday, we're kind of in that $60 to $80 billion per day range. It might even be less just because people are traveling. It's a 3-day weekend, a true 3-day weekend, so that's where things are a little bit different. But we're starting to again see really nice setups in the market. We've seen huge accumulation and hoarding take place. We've obviously seen big exchange supply removal for Shiba Inu. There's a lot of things that are working in our favor right now. And all we really need is just a little bit of oomph, a little bit of push to kind of break through the hump, get that USDT dominance dropping once again, just to kind of show you guys we did see a little bit of a spike, about 1% or so over the last 24 hours. We came down, we actually touched that trend here like we were discussing, a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of rejection actually at that 50-day moving average there. So maybe we're onto something here. Maybe this is the start of something much, much bigger. Just taking a look at Shiba Inu on the weekly, not really much to dissect there. Again, we did have our bullish cross on the stochastic RSI, so that's obviously a good sign. But, for the most part, the market's just kind of lying in wait. It's prepping for a bigger move, and hopefully that's something that can give us some relief sometime soon here. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.